Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the business news here on MiddayLive. My name is Alfred Okansi. Let's go on to our first story this afternoon. Tema Oil Refinery has bagged over $2 million out of 2 million barrels of crude oil they secured and refined 3 months ago. Managing Director of the refinery, Kingsley Kwame Owuadako, in an exclusive interview with TV3 said the revamped refinery is on its way to become the most valuable national asset, as operations have not been halted since January this year. He disclosed that the TOR refinery is now an exporter of gasoline to Nigeria, and its present production capacity of 45,000 metric tons has been increased to 60,000 metric tons to cover national demand. The MD says management has reached an agreement with 4 international banks to spread TOR refinery's debt of 1 billion cedis into a 10-year bond. Let's get on to the telephone lines now and speak to Josephine Frimpong. She's been monitoring the happenings there at the TOR refinery. Josephine, if you can hear me, how was the TOR refinery able to achieve this feat?
Good afternoon, Alfred, again. The managing director of TOR Refinery had a lot to say concerning the turning around of the once defunct refinery, and he explains that one of the things that really actually did the trick was that there was a collaboration between the TOR Oil Refinery and BOST, which helped to undertake a project that they call tolling. Tolling is actually securing money, procure crude, refine, processing them, and then supplying them. And out of that, they had the first parcel in January, and that was 1 million barrel. And this one that the first parcel that they produced, they were able to bag about $800,000 out of it. They did a second one also in February, and they also made enough. So now, what he tells me is that TOR is in a particular position. They are more viable and profitable because they are able to make enough for them to also save some for administrative purposes. Actually, I probed further, and he explained that in May there's going to be the third parcel is going to come on stream, which they have reached an agreement. By May ending, the third parcel is going to come. But what I also want to state clearly here is that since January, TOR has been running. So currently, the mood among the workers is very great. Now, the attitude towards work has changed. The number of people who used to leave the job, those who migrated to the Far East, at least I counted about 5 of them. 5 spoke to me who have returned to the TOR Oil Refinery, Alfred.
Interesting there. But why is the TOR refinery not producing for the local market? Because what you're saying, they've been exporting what they've been refining so far. Any plans for the production for the local market?
Exactly, Alfred. Currently, TOR Oil Refinery produces the quantity that is 30 metric tons of gasoline that they exported to Nigeria was more like an overlap. Now, when you come to the TOR Oil Refinery, most of their tank farms are full because production goes on every day. So, according to Mr. Owuadako, since under his leadership, the current production capacity was 45,000 metric tons. He has moved it to 60,000 metric tons for the national demand. So now he's partnering with BOST to move most of the products to across the country. Now they are almost everywhere now.
Finally, most of the time when TOR goes down is when the catalytic cracker breaks down. Did he say anything about securing that particular component of the refinery to ensure that they still stay in business?
Exactly, Alfred. The reschedule, the maintenance that they used to take was one of the things that usually drained TOR's budget. And currently, maintenance has been halted. The machines are running. The particular problem that they used to encounter some years on, he has actually dealt with it. Now the RFCC, they have bought new equipment, installed them, and it is running. The CDU, they are building another CDU, which is expected to be completed by June. And this particular CDU is also going to take a different angle for aviation fuel, which he tends to increase for supply.
Thank you very much for that update. Just for reports, my colleague who has been following up with what's happening at the Tamari Refinery. Some good news coming from there. But let's stay with the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, because they're saying that they've predicted a hike in fuel prices at the next petroleum pricing window on Sunday, May 1. The Chamber says the prices will go up by between 5% and 10%. The latest increases, it's largely attributed to further rise on benchmarks on the world market. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, in a statement, has asked government to put in place a dual petroleum pricing policy to allow waiver on taxes when world market prices increase. It also asks all flag bearers to, quote, as a matter of policy, state their petroleum management positions on both downstream and upstream operations to the benefit of the average Ghanaian. That's it for business.